What's good, guys? It's Sam here. I'm about to head into work. Got my blue suit on, and I wanted to talk about freedom. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, like not doing something because you didn't have the money for it. Like I've experienced that when I was younger, and or I guess today, like not buying a brand new car, but I didn't really want a brand new car. So, if you've experienced that, make sure you press that red button that says subscribe. I'm just going to talk about that briefly today. And I think the foundation comes down to self-awareness. But just press that red button that says subscribe. There's a little bell notification next to it. If you just gently just press on that bell notification on your screen, YouTube will let you know when I post a new video. So that's pretty fucking awesome. Now to get into it. When I was younger, I didn't have much money at all. And I remember eating ramen noodles. I wasn't going to give up my gym membership, but I would eat ramen noodles pretty much every day. And I would eat cans of tuna just to get in what I needed to get in. But I didn't have a lot of money to do a lot of things. And it... When you go through that process, when you go through that experience, I decided that that's not how I wanted to live my life. That's not something that I wanted. I wanted the freedom to be able to do whatever it is that I wanted to do, when I wanted to do it, and how I wanted to do it, along with, like, spending time with who I wanted to spend time with. So, it's been a process, and I'm at the point in my life now where, as if you've watched any of the other videos, I'm saving over 60% of what I make, and I'm not saying that to make somebody feel bad or brag, just that it's possible, right? You don't hear about people saving 60% of what they make in school or college, or probably a lot of your friends. So I'm not saying that to make somebody feel bad about how much they save or to brag about it. I'm just saying it's possible. It's completely possible to save over 60% of what you make, and I do what I want. Like, I went on 12 vacations last year. To me, that's fun. Do I go out drinking? No. Do I go out partying? No. Do I go out to dinner? Sometimes. Maybe once a month. In terms of purchasing food out. I unless it's a vacation, actually. So every time I go on vacation, I do that. So I guess it would at least be 12 times or once a month. So maybe twice a month I'll do that when my girlfriend's in town. But I don't. And that freedom to me to do what I want to do is so much more important to me. Like, I don't feel the desire to go out partying or just buy like extra clothes. Like this shirt I'm wearing right now, I literally got when I was in my early 20s. There's nothing wrong with it. Why buy a new shirt? Probably wouldn't hurt to iron it, but I don't feel like ironing it, so I'm not going to. But I think the idea for me is just the freedom to make the choices that you want to make. So many people feel that there's two primary things that I notice that tie people down, and that's expectations and just all the fucking shit they have. In terms of just everything physical, in terms of keeping all of that shit that holds you back, and all the expectations of what you believe society or your friends or your wife or coworkers should do with your life. Like, do your life for you. I am the happiest I've ever been. And I do what I want, when I want. And I think that is something that is tremendously valuable for society to see, because it's not talked about, but I just know what it's done for me. I know how I like it. I know that I enjoy it. And I know how it makes me feel to have the freedom to be able to do whatever it is that I want to do. If I want to go buy stuff, like that $1,200 drone. I went and bought a $1,200 drone. Who the fuck needs a $1,200 drone? Nobody. But I just wanted to do it, and I don't feel any trepidation about going out and doing things like that on something that I actually want. The things that I don't want, I don't fucking do. And I don't feel any I try to push myself outside of feeling the pressure from consumerism or anybody around me, whether it's family members or work or my girlfriend. It's a different place to be. It's not easy, I would say, for probably a lot of people to get there, but from my experience, when you do, it's awesome. It's just so it's a completely different feeling that, like, freeing in terms of not only do I do what I want to do when I want to do it, but if my work is like, fuck you, Sam, you're out of a job. It's cool. Like, I don't give a fuck. I have plenty of money. I don't need to. It is what it is. You know? And you when you have these things or you have bills due or just you feel like, oh, hey, I wanted to buy that thing and I couldn't buy that thing because I needed to pay bills or whatever the case is. I don't know. That's just not a fun feeling for me. But having all of those lifted and just being able to have the opportunity to spend that, we have so much capacity to be able to think about things, and if any portion of that capacity is used up through paying bills or things along those lines or the expectation of others, it takes away from what I want. So it's more about the mental capacity freeing up through the process of putting yourself in a spot that allows you to do that. I feel like I was rambling a little bit in this video, but I think it's tremendously important, and I do plan on exploring this a little bit more. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that thumbs up button. Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of how you feel about doing what you want to do or purchasing what you want to purchase. I don't know. I think it's something that's not talked about in high school, where somebody in high school can easily retire by the time they're 35 with the right strategy and putting in the work for a few years. Somebody who's just graduating college can do exactly the same thing. It's not that challenging, and I want to say freedom, but I don't think that does enough to capture the amount of enlightenment or the amount of the experience of it, because it's a different degree of, or a different level of freedom, because it's freeing yourself from those boundaries that you put on yourself in terms of accepting to live your life in a way that your mom thinks is okay, or your dad, or your coworkers, or your friends, or your wife. Like, live your life for you. And obviously, if you're in a relationship, you have to have that conversation. And it starts with you having the empathy to understand that she's in a different spot than you are. And the communication is going to build upon itself. So, I don't know. That's a topic for another video. But if you guys like this video, make sure you press that subscribe button and that little thumbs up button, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.